To the ODU family, I commit to ODU as we move forward in the hours, the days, and the months to come. We will be dedicated to providing the services and support following this senseless tragedy. Thank you.
Mark Talbot, Police Chief for the City of Norfolk. I don't want to share any details beyond what Chief Shelton has already shared. I do want to say to the City of Norfolk, we've learned nothing here today that makes us think that there's anything to fear beyond what we're dealing with here. We're all here in partnership with our state and federal partners, with ODU, and everything that needs to be handled is going to be handled. God bless this university, the police officers and first responders, our firefighters that were out here within minutes, and moving forward, making sure that everything is handled the way it needs to be. Thank you so much.
All right, at this point, as best we can, we'll try to answer any questions that you may have for a few minutes. Yes, sir.
David Wood with CBS 6. At this point, people are probably wondering the condition of the victims who were sent to the hospital. Is there anything that you can tell us at this time?
So the one thing that I will share with you is that one of the victims is deceased. And we are working to get in touch with the family at this point, so we're not prepared to release that information. And the other two, as of right now, appear to be in stable condition.
The victim that went to the Virginia Beach Hospital, was that person less seriously wounded? Why would they go so far to the hospital?
I don't know the answer other than they did exactly what we asked them to do when something happens, and that's run, hide, or fight, and they ran. And I think by the time, I'm guessing by the time they figured out what was going on, they went to the hospital.
So they drove themselves, or were they transported?
Don't know. There wasn't anything official from us.
Was that third victim also shot?
I don't have that information yet.
In a cynical world of violence, how do you look at a student in the face moving forward and say that we can provide you safety and make sure that you can get the education without the fear of the violence that we've seen today?
You know, I get this question a lot, especially from parents. And I'm a parent of college children. I certainly understand that. So in a cynical world, I guess what I'd have to say is we do everything we can as the university police, the Norfolk police, the state police, everybody that you see up here. This isn't the first time we've ever stood together. We stand together regularly. And we do everything that we can to protect the students here. Every one of these kids are my kids. And I treat them the same way and protect them the same way as I would my own children that are away at college. And I get it because I have a child who's about 3 hours, 11 minutes, and 30 seconds too far away from me. So I completely get it.
Chief, was there any prior intelligence, any threats, any warnings that led to today?
So I think that's a great question, and that's certainly something that we're diving very deep into. I don't want to get too far ahead of that. I don't have any information to suggest that, but I need to confirm that.
Was the shooter a student? Was the shooter a student?
So at the time that we came over here, we were still working on the identification. What you have to realize is that while we evacuate the victims, we now have to go through and search every single room in that facility. There were students that we found hiding, and faculty and staff, and that we had to safely get them out. That's a long process. So we only opened that scene up to investigators about 30 minutes ago. So we don't have that information just yet.
How was the...
Our photographer witnessed someone else being arrested or taken away in handcuffs. Can you comment on that? Is
That was city police.
is it city police?
Yeah, I think sometimes there may be people arrested just for or handcuffed just for safety, but there is nobody in custody. The individual that caused the injuries inside of the classroom is deceased.
Was he shot by a city police officer, ODU, state?
We have, at this point, as I said, we just opened up this investigation, the scene to the investigation about 30 minutes ago, so we haven't even determined the full cause of death yet.
So it's not known yet if any police fired their weapons?
Not at this point.
We did hear from university, or the branch that works with the university, ROTC, and said they confirmed it was an ROTC classroom. Was there any, do you believe this was a targeted attack on that classroom?
It is way too early to even begin to surmise what that could possibly be. We just don't know at this point. I know that's the frustration here. I understand that. And trust me, on this end, I want to know too, real fast, real quick, so I can have all the answers. But I can't. And we've just got to let the investigation unfold. And we promise that as soon as we get to that point, we're going to set it up and tell you that.
Was more than one weapon recovered?
We have not gotten into the crime scene. We have not searched the crime scene. And that's enough on that question.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have time for one more question. Is it known if the third victim was also an ROTC member?
Not confirmed. We haven't confirmed that any of them are, or all of them were. So at this point, that's what we're in the process of doing. I'm not going to surmise that somebody may or may not be.
Can we do a question for President Hemphill? Sure. President, what's ODU doing right now to give resources and counseling for students?
Yes. Yeah, we are very much focused on providing support for our students, faculty, and staff. And so over in our BDC, we are set up right now for those who need support, and we are very mindful of the ways that we will be able to support our students, because this is a tragic day.